I got you.
I mean, in terms of the colors, right? The different mics.
This one's for this one, and this one's for that one. No, thank you. It is the beat, especially the beat. It's kind of gets you a little interactive with it.
We at DNAradio.net are here to uplift and inspire our listeners.
1 second.
One of the ways we do this is by having thought-provoking, meaningful conversations. We understand and appreciate passionate responses.
I just trying to get this to work, but I'm pretty much ready. One more song.
What you say and how you say it. Ooh, DNA, you sound so sexy. How you feel, puppy?
Hey, it's looking like STAH, Mr. Stab. Hollywood, NYC. Hanging out with the DNA show, live on DNAradio.net. Now check out my single, it's called Bruce Lee. Check out the video, it's on YouTube. Also, be sure to check out my album on SoundCloud. It's called 144,000 G. Coming to all digital music platforms. It's lit, y'all.
Ooh, DNA, you sound so sexy. How you feel, puppy?
Yo, what up, Facebook? What up, Shahidad, Letitia, E. Chris? What's going on? It's your man, Rockboy, is in the house. Rockman's here today. We're going to start in a couple of minutes here. How everybody doing so far? Darrow, what's going on, my man? Mr. Darrow. The man that keeps me laughing and keeps me with a nice smile on my face. What up, Dwayne? So how's everybody doing today? What up, Tyrone? What up? All right.
We at DNAradio.net are here to uplift and inspire our listeners' audience. One of the ways we do this is by having thought-provoking, meaningful conversations. We understand and appreciate passionate responses. Therefore, we respectfully ask everyone to be mindful of what you say and how you say it. Ooh, DNA, you sound so sexy. How you feel, puppy?
Hey, what's going on? This is DNAradio.net presents BU and BU Nation. I'm here. This is your host, Rockman. BU is a live interactive radio program for our brothers and sisters within our same gender loving and LGBTQ community. Be you and always be true to thyself. To be true to yourself takes courage. It requires you to be introspective, sincere, open minded, and fair. Does not mean that you are not inconsiderate or disrespectful of others. It means that you will not let others define you or make decisions for you that you should make for yourself. BU on DNAradio.net is a radio program to help support and uplift our brothers and sisters within our same gender loving and download communities. We are not we are human beings who have a life and not a so-called lifestyle. BU is not a radio program that gives away any of our same gender loving or download intimate secrets within our community or anything of that nature. Again, so please understand that we at BU are not trying to be so-called superhead or tell a program. Furthermore, BU is not a gossip type of program such as TMZ, Page Six, or Wendy Williams, etc. We, the BU and BU Nation.net, we are a family and we come in love, support, and peace. What's going on, Kamar? What's going on, Bryant, Veronica, Cody, Walik? Wow, a lot of people logged in today. What up, Joshua? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to give a special shout out. Leo season is right around the corner, so definitely a shout out. I wasn't here to give a proper warm greeting to Cancer, but you know I got love for y'all too. But anyway, I'm going to kick it off. I got a few surprises for you guys in store today. First, I'm going to talk about briefly uh, about what's a man's man or a lady's man, which is pretty much the same thing, but I'm going to get into detail. I'm going to give you the textbook example that I heard that I did some research about, and I'm going to give you my definition and my words that of what I feel, basically my opinion about what makes a man's man or a lady's man. Um, then my what was actually then my other subcategory will be self-control, dating versus single and open relationships. All right, so I'm going to give you the definition of what a ladies' man or a man's man would be. Um, Now, this is the definition I got from a dictionary. A man's man, a man who is more popular and at ease with other men than with women. And I guess you could say more or less that would be the same definition for a ladies' man. Basically, he's very popular with the ladies. He knows how to talk. He knows how to smooth things over. He has confidence in himself that he knows how to proposition himself to, I guess, be a good choice. Uh, the next definition is basically a man's man or a lady's man is a man noted or admired for traditionally masculine interests and activities. Basically, how they represent themselves, how they character themselves, and what most people would see in them. And again, it's really based on the individual's value as to what they consider an adequate choice for them. Uh, what up, Venice? I hope I said your name right. Uh, okay, Montel. I haven't seen this name in a long time. How you been, my brother? I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Hope everything's good. Thank you for tuning in and watching.
I just want to say a quick thank you to our previous show, which was Date Night with Ray Clay and Wiz.
Yeah, they
Thank
did
you
a
very
pretty
much.
interesting show. That was fantastic. The way they talked about the five love languages, and I might actually do a segment on ours, for our same gender loving and LGBT community.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
definitely going to do one of those for you. So stay tuned for that. That's probably going to be something in the future. Um, but then my words of what a man's man or a lady's man is basically uncomplicated characteristics of what an individual would want or desire when it comes to a mate. Their mannerisms, their morality, their integrity, good social and communication skills, grounded, and they have substance. They have always something to talk about. They could, keep a good conversation, um, and is naturally on the same wavelength and matches your drive for wanting to be with one another. Meaning that the definition that you have for wanting to be with each other is to basically be the same thing, and a man's man or a lady's man, know how to act accordingly to be what's necessary. Because if they didn't bring that type of quality to the table, would you really pursue them, or would you allow that person to be the one to set the record straight? So basically they drive for wanting to be with you, it matches yours. No man is without his flaws and imperfections, which leads me to my next category of self-control. Now again, we're here. You can call us live if you want to chime in, or you could type it in, and I'll definitely address your inquiries. Number is 917-727-8020. Again, that number is 917-727-8020. VU is a dialogue, not a monologue. Let us hear your voice, your live input, and your comments. So please call. Let me hear some of your thoughts. I'm going to put the question out there for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. What is your definition of a ladies' man or a man's man? What makes a man's man? You know, I got another thing. I got this. This is a different sheet, a different, thing about what people thought it is. I actually like this, and this actually said words that I didn't say, but I'm also including this in my definition of what makes a ladies' man or a man's man. It basically starts off, and I actually posted this on my page, so I mean, if you feel like, doing something and seeing it, you can see it for yourself, but I'm going to read it here. I got the whole transcript right here. It basically says, why can't the men in the LGBTQ or the same gender loving community be more like a man's man? So I said to myself, what is a man's man? What makes a man's man? So I read it. It says, so what is a man's man? A man's man might be seen as a man who has swagger, an approachable swagger, and a non-intimidating. He's a guy who's worldly, sort of knowledgeable on several subjects, or could fake it in a camaraderie amongst his friends. You can sense he's an educated man, a gentleman, someone who is cool to be around. While he is polite, he's firm when he needs to be. He can handle his liquor or his smoke if he does either or both, but wouldn't be considered weak if he does neither. A man's man keeps his appearance up, which doesn't mean he has to wear expensive threads, but whatever he wears in business or play, he wears it well. Without wanting pity or having shame, he's a guy who will admit his faults and shortcomings because that's what real men do. He doesn't have to wear his sexual orientation on his sleeves, nor hide his softer side. A man's man does whatever he thinks makes himself a good person that he can be proud of, and others will be proud of him as well. A man's man does, well, I said that already. Being humble is a man's man personal trait, or a ladies' man's personal trait. He's always making other people feel important or feel good around him. What up, Al? Another Williams in the building. Okay. He will never say or do anything out of the way that would hurt his friends or the man or woman he loves. He takes control of situations and does this to the very best of his ability. Rather than being a nice guy, he's a good guy, meaning he's strong in his convictions, values, and resolve, and will exercise them. A ladies' man or a man's man is the kind of man that anyone can point to as an example of what men should aspire to be like. What up, Aaron? So tell me what your thoughts is on what I just read. I definitely want to hear some of your comments and your feedbacks. DNA, what do you think about it? What up, Naquin?
I'm still trying to okay.
But let's go about what the quality that I said about I heard this a lot about what's a real man. Basically, I like what this said about what a real man is. Wait, I'm trying to quote it properly. Okay, it says right here, without wanting pity or having shame, he's a guy who will admit his faults and shortcomings because that's what real men do. Yeah, I'm gonna further elaborate on that. I think also real man isn't. What up, Tammy? Real man is also in tune with his emotional side, where he's not too soft about it. He's not being a bitch about it. He knows how to say, "Hey, look, I fucked up, or I have this, or I have that," or he's not afraid. In my opinion, he's not afraid to shed tears when the time is right to shed tears. Um, Growing up, I didn't hear a lot, I didn't heard a lot of things about what men are supposed to be, what they're supposed to do. A man's supposed to be this, a man's supposed to be that. He's supposed to do this, do that. A man's supposed to be, all these things. But then I say to myself, we're all human beings. We all have shortcomings. We all fall short of something. But universally, who made the guidelines saying that this is what a man has to be?
So what you were taught growing up about what a man's supposed to be, was it correct, incorrect, or?
I wouldn't say it's a matter of opinion as far as who the individual wants to be and how they want to live their life and the man they're aspiring to be or grow towards. But I would say some of the things that was passed down to me, I would say more or less I kind of agreed with it. Either I would have found my way there, but the fact that it was given to me at an early age, I had time to grow with it and actually see where it's applicable for me, for where I feel like I would like to go and what direction I want to head.
Were you told those things by a male or a female?
Mostly males.
Mostly male?
But again, I give credit because it was said to me, but it was something I had in myself, that I would have been driven or drawn towards that because that's how I actually felt inside about this is the kind of man I want to be or aspire towards. All right, so I'm saying, what's the verdict? Anybody gonna chime in before I go to my next thread? What up, Yachty? Yachty Gutierrez, okay. All right. All right. So nobody's gonna say that. I'll go on to my next subject. Um, Self-control while dating. Um, well, basically, I kind of piggyback off of a topic I saw online, and it was basically about. It's really a heterosexual topic, but it's applicable for us as well. Basically, it's about having self-control. If you're dating somebody, and before you reach the actual relationship phase, um, would you know how to have self-control? You know, would you try to entertain talking to somebody else while you're talking to somebody? There's a difference between you're dating somebody, you're in a relationship with somebody versus you're talking to them. Talking to them is usually the phase you have before you decide to seal the deal or make it official or commit to it. Again, this is just my opinion of how I feel about it. Um, well, basically, I can only use myself as an example since I can't really talk about how others feel. But I'm sure there's other people who share the same sentiment as myself. If I'm dating somebody, talking to somebody, basically, if somebody asks me like, "Oh, are you single?" Da, 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 how do you really answer that question? Hanifa, what up, Rich?
You say, yes, I'm single and free to mingle.
No, but that some people could take offense to that, and it's not a good look. Like, what if you really are trying to, talk to that particular individual, and how would they feel? Like, would they lose interest if they find out that you're, exercising, talking to like two or three other people besides them, and I definitely get it. It took me a while. At first, I didn't think with, that mindset, but it made sense to me once I realized that when I had an interest in somebody, and I was hoping that they would let me know, hey, look, they're interested in me. They want to focus on me and only me versus, yeah, I'm talking to you, but I'm talking like three or five other people at the same time. What up, Jai? Um, so, somebody actually once approached me with that. They had like three other people that they were talking to, and they wanted me to be their fourth or fifth person. So I was like, no thanks, I'll pass. I had to because I knew I had to do what was right for me. I wanted something that this one person couldn't provide, and I felt like, hey, I have something better than these three or four other people. I might not know them personally, but yeah, I might not know them personally, but I believe I have enough, and I should be more than enough to deal with the fact that you don't need three or four other people to talk to. One of me is good enough. But again, let me know some of your thoughts. For people who's tuning in, let me know. The topic is a man's man, which is the same as a ladies' man, and self-control while you're dating. Hey, Jonique, my girl, what up, Miss Red? What's going on? Aloha. You must be in Hawaii or something. What up, Lindell?
Why don't you read off that phone number so we can call
Oh, again, we're here live. You guys want to chime in, or again, type if you want. I have the chat log right here. So if you type in whatever you feel, if you don't want to call in, we're here live. Call us on the number 917-727-8020. Again, that number is 917-727-8020. For those who just came in case missed out, like I said, I'm talking about a man's man and a ladies' man, which is basically the same thing, except for they're just for one faction. Either they're for men or they're for women. I was reading off the different qualities as to what makes a man's man or a ladies' man. And basically, to sum it up, is basically a man's man or a ladies' man is the kind of man that anyone can point to as an example as to what men should aspire to be like. And it also goes in correspondence with the people who are seeking to have a man in their life. What are the qualifications or what are the guidelines or the principles you believe a man should follow in order for him to be a man's man or a ladies' man in your eyes? Because I believe that title is really, anybody could be that title. There's no universal law that says this is what you have to be. But again, just like I say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So depending on who the individual is will determine if that man is qualified to become a man's man or a ladies' man. All right. I also want to interpret about this. Oh yeah, a real man or a man's man can't be pressured by peer pressure if everybody else is doing it. What's going on, Mr. Green?
the appearance thing you have down here.
Yes.
Are you an individual who prefers your man to wear Gucci, Versace, the latest name brands and labels? Like
No, you don't.
appearance?
I don't care about labels. Labels are nice. I mean, if you could buy me, I do like Echo. I just got this because I like it, not because I want other people to like it. But if you happen to like what I have on me, and I say that for them, like, as long as you look good in what you wear, it's called presentation. I really don't care what you can wear sweatpants and be dressed as bummy as you can. But guess what? If you look good in what you wear, then guess what?
About poom poom shorts. You like dudes, muscular dudes in poom poom shorts?
I don't like to say muscular. I would say athletic, and then of course muscular, and then certain types of thicknesses. I would say I go for. I have different styles and tastes that I would go for, but if you're wearing poom poom shorts, I would prefer you to be a woman wearing poom poom shorts. if I'm going to look at you like that, because then to me, that's not saying man. Even and you might have the other qualities and qualifications just to make a man. And mind you, I don't judge people based on what they wear, but I would prefer not to see a man in poom poom shorts. If you're going to get my attention for me to talk to you and feel like you're attractive, I would prefer you not to.
Well, let's say a sexy person like you. Let's say if you were walking around in gym shorts, some nice, sexy gym shorts, not the long basketball shorts coming down to your knees.
They would have to be. I can't wear them shorts. I'm tall, I'm slim, and then it reveals too much, and I'm not trying to put a show on for nobody.
But you'll probably look nice in them, I'm sure.
No, I've seen it. I would feel so uncomfortable. I would feel naked, just like I would feel on display, and I definitely don't want to be on display.
You don't like flaunting your body?
No.
You're not like a scorpion? Scorpions like to flaunt their body.
No, I'm only interested in trying to appeal to one particular person. Hopefully, if I do it and I do it right, that's the only person that's going to enjoy this show.
So when you were growing up, was it clothing optional in the house, or was it more cover up like the Muslims and the Jews that cover up everything?
It was mostly, when you grow up in a household of 11 kids, I doubt you want to be, strutting around like that. Like,
so clothing was mandatory.
I wouldn't say it was mandatory. It was just like, it was an unspoken mind that like why would you want to be, like when I'm in the bathroom, like the door's closed, like because I'm in there, that's my privacy, it's my my time. If somebody have to use the bathroom, While I'm in the shower, then that's a different story. But to be able to just be free, like I mean, if I lived in my own place, yes, I could do that because I'm feel comfortable doing it. But if I'm living with a household of people,
So in your own place, you have a date over, male or female. Would you feel free to walk around in your birth suit,
definitely not.
even though this is one of your playmates?
I look at it like this: it's on home. I mean, if I live by myself, yes,
it's your apartment.
It's my place, then
You have
yeah.
a guest over.
A guest?
A guest is over.
A guest or a playmate?
A playmate.
No, there's a difference between a guest and a playmate. Like my friends are guests, and my friends don't get to see me naked or halfway indecent.
Okay, so your friends can't see you naked, but your playmate can.
Well, because I plan on having sex, so why wouldn't you be able to see me naked?
So you couldn't walk around in your own house.
No, it's not that I couldn't. I choose not to out of respect. Because when I go to other people's house and I'm their guest, I don't want to, and you're my friend, I don't want to see you naked and entertaining.
So they couldn't take a shower in your house and come out with no towel on?
Hell to the fuck no. Why would you want to do that? I can't. I take it very close. I take it very personal with the friendship zone and stuff. Like once I consider you a friend, anything sexual is off the table. My mind's not linked to that, and I'm like, nope, cover up. You can't.
So I know we're going off your topic.
Oh no, I don't mind talking about this.
So you don't believe in friends with benefits?
If I did it, yes. That to me, that's what friends with benefits is. Meaning we already had established that, and it just didn't.
You're friends, but you're not dating. You both.
Nope. Once you're in the friendship zone, I'm not interested in seeing you naked. That's just how it is. That to me, that other people have different definition as to what friends with benefits means, and I get what you're saying, but that's not the same meaning or definition for me. To me, friends with benefits is we've already established and had ties. We dated, been in a relationship, we had sex already 1,000 times by now, and we just can't be in a relationship. But if sex comes and I've already had sex with you, I'd rather have sex with somebody who I've already been comfortable with and established, do it that way because I know what to expect, especially if it's good. Now, if you're a stranger, and then I have two options. Either I could be your friend and not focus on the sex, or I'm trying to have sex. For me, it's either one or the other, and I can go for it. Like, if I know I want sex, I'm going to find sex.
Okay, I have a few more questions. I'm going to drop the number one more time, and we'll get back to my questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the number down here is 917-727-8020. One more time, 917-727-8020. That's 8020, 917-727-8020. Very easy number. So, okay, now let's say it's your apartment, it's your condo, it's your home, and you have friends that are there, they're hanging out for the weekend, Friday to Sunday or Friday to Monday, whatever the case is. And you have a problem with your friends walking around in pum-pum shorts or cut-up shorts or naked or... So they're free-spirit people, you know.
Out of respect, that's like me wanting to go to your home and say, "Oh, let me just take off my clothes."
No,
and
you
get
guys
naked.
are cool in the game. You guys are homeboys that play basketball.
But we are established that we know that we don't cross that line. Like that's not.
No, that's your rules. They don't have that rule.
How do you know if they're my friend? They do because they know how I am. They know that hey, he's not like that. Why would you want to bring something? That's like if I smoke and I know you don't smoke, I'm not gonna bring smoke around you.
So okay, I know individuals who basically, I'm gonna call them hang-ups for lack of a better word, for lack of a better term. They have no hang-ups, so they'll walk around butt naked, no big deal. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to do that around me. You're gonna want to put clothes on around me.
Why you're balling out? I mean, what's I mean, you have a problem?
You're gonna feel violated. You're gonna feel like you're a wild animal and there's a tiger or a lion or a leopard or a wild beast that could rip you to shreds. You're not gonna feel safe around me.
But these are your homeboys. You've seen them.
I know I haven't. The only time I see them in that position is if we dealt with girls together. That's it. If we dealt with girls together, that's a different story. But then I'm not focusing on seeing them naked. We just happen to be in the same place and doing our thing. I'm not worried about what they're doing and stuff. I'm just worried about having fun.
So I'm going to get a little stupid here, so bear with me. So you trying to tell me you couldn't participate in a nice foursome without going cuckoo puffs?
Maybe if I was filming it and I was directing it or what people should be doing.
No, directing is just basically for you and three of the dudes. You all play basketball together, run track together and have circle jerks together?
No, we don't. I haven't found that yet, so I can't lie about something I haven't experienced yet. I mean, I've done group situations, but not that way. Like I wish something like that still exists. What you just said, I'm like
there's 3 attractive guys just like you.
No.
Nice, attractive, young, beautiful, nice bodies, well endowed, well off.
I haven't came across individuals that such.
Well, a few phone calls. Speaking of phone calls, our number down here is 917-727-8020. One more time. That's 917-727-8020. We're live on BU with your host, Rockman, I call him. He's really Rockman, but I tease him with Rockman because his name's hard as a rock.
Oh, geez.
Too much information.
Secret.
TMI.
What up, Robert, right?
So joining the, okay, I know you totally took you off your original topic. So you can go with the original topic. I'll get stupid from time to time.
Hey, look, we're here having fun. There ain't nothing wrong with that. We 2 men, we 2 adults, so it's, hopefully, maybe
2 men having 2 men.
maybe it'll wake the rest of the people up because everybody, I don't know. I was hoping that certain things could be going along so that we have like a nice little back and forth. But again,
it's only been on for less than a half hour, so
all right. But yeah, if there were such thing as circle jerks, trust me, I'd be a part of those things because the other things that people try to get me involved in, especially when it comes to sex, I feel like it's limited because I get the same offers all the time. I don't get something different. I don't even get things that people want to do, the things that I would like to do. So therefore, when I say things, I would say like this, and I'm going to put it out in the air. No, I'm not anti-gay or anti-sexual. Like, I'm the biggest people that they would warn you about when it comes to sex.
You're talking, is Mouse talking?
People who I talk to, just
that's how they respond to you.
Yeah, because some of the things I say, I don't often say the things that would reflect them coming to the same conclusion that I've arrived at. Most people would just assume that, oh, he's against this, No, I'm not against that. I'm only against that if the right circumstances aren't in play for it to happen in the first place.
Okay, but do we have let me sometimes pick up an email. Where can people, okay, we're putting together this circle jerk and more emphasis on the more. Where can they send some pics so we can interview them with, that's the word, not interview, but preview their pictures?
I wouldn't even say pictures. I would say
FaceTime?
I would prefer that only because you can't lie about something live. Like that's like me taking off my clothes right now and you can see exactly what,
I have an idea out there in
But no, I'm not condoning it. This is all DNA's idea.
But there's a website where people can join in and you can see them and they can see you. Should we go to that? Who can we close down? We can close down YouTube and well, you hold the fort. I'm going to come over there and bring up that website and we're going to have people join in. You can see them, they can see you. We're keeping Facebook up live when we do that. And we'll make the room semi-private, so only you can see. Let me do that.
I think we gotta plan this though a little bit better.
I'm spontaneous, So
no. Hey, look, I could.
It's all it takes. I have a room set up. I just gotta go to the URL. It's already set up.
So you have planned this before.
Who am I?
You are an organizer and the planner. You know it. Wow, I walked into that one. Okay, you got that. I definitely walked into that.
I'm gonna come over there, log into the URL, and we'll invite people to come in, and then we'll invite them to this circle jerk and more, with emphasis on the more.
Oh no, well, I think the only reason this is why I said that I think it should be planned and structured because I feel like
we're not gonna do it right now. I mean, we're not gonna have a circle jerk in 5 minutes. It's just that we're just gonna come to the room.
For you to even say that or put that out there, trust me, I think there's many more than enough people that would just like this is the best idea I've heard all night.
Well, let me get it They popping. Hold up. I'm coming over there now. You keep going with your
All right.
original agenda.
Again, I'm trying to hear some feedback. Ain't nobody gonna type in or nothing. Y'all don't have to call in. Y'all can type. Tell me what your feedback is about a man's man. I want to hear some of y'all opinions of what makes a man's man in your eyes versus what's a ladies' man. Well, a ladies' man and a man's man is the same thing, except for a ladies' man is a man for women and a man's man is a man for men. And he's more popular with the men. Just like if he's a ladies' man, he's more popular with the ladies.
How do you save this? You want to save this?
Press N. Yeah, and I think it gives you the. Yeah. It's gonna give you the